Hey, I'm back, and now it's time for everybody's favorite segment where I'll give you all these hot picks. Now, this is pretty much my favorite time of the year for college football and for NFL because it's the playoffs and it's the national championship. So at this point, it's pretty much win or go home, and it's everything on the table. So you're going to have every team playing their hardest, and they're going to be giving it every last thing they got. So you will definitely be getting the maximum effort out of everybody on the field. So without further ado, let's start with let's start with NFL games this weekend. Starting off with Tennessee going to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. You have the Chiefs at this point, they're a 9-point favorite. If I were you, I would take Tennessee with those nine points. Kansas City runs for about 120 yards a game. Tennessee only gives up about 88 rushing yards a game on the ground. So I think Tennessee is going to stop Kansas City from running the ball. Kareem Hunt, he got off to a real hot start, but as of late, he's kind of been slowed down. I don't know what's going on in Kansas City, but the running attack isn't as potent as it once was. Combine that with Tennessee's stout running defense, and I think they can stop them and keep the game close. As a matter of fact, if you really want to, be risky, I would tell you take Tennessee with the money line because I think they could win the game outright because they are 5-1 against the spread straight up. Not even against. I'm sorry, they 5-1 straight up the past 6 times they played Kansas City. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Titans go into Arrowhead and win this game straight up. But if you don't like being too risky, take Tennessee with those points. That's probably my safest bet. That's probably my safest bet of the entire weekend. The next game we have on tap, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're playing at home against the Buffalo Bills. It's 2 things about this game that stands out to me. For one, LaShawn McCoy is hurt. We don't know his status for the game Sunday, but he's bothered by a high ankle sprain. So even if he does play, I don't see it being that effective against that really, really good Jacksonville defense. If you stop them from running the ball, Buffalo can't really pass the ball. Combine that with them being on the road, I think Jacksonville's an 8.5-point favorite. I take those 8.5 points real easily. I see Jacksonville winning real big. As an added bonus, the over-under for that game is 39 points. I can easily see Jacksonville scoring 30 points by themselves, and I can see Buffalo getting a late garbage time touchdown, or even 2 touchdowns at some point in the game. So I can easily see that game being like 30-14. So I would take that over. On Sunday, I'm not really crazy about any of the games, so we're going to skip over the Saints and Panthers, and we're going to pretty much skip over the... well, no, that was a Sunday game. Jacksonville was a Sunday game. So that leads us to Monday night, the national championship game between Alabama and Georgia. Alabama is a 4-point favorite. I would take Alabama giving those 4 points up. Georgia, they're a pretty good team, but I just feel like they're only really good at doing one thing, and that's running the ball. They run for about 265 yards a game, but Alabama only gives up about 94 yards rushing the game. So it's going to be like the unstoppable force meets the immovable object. And in this case, I think Alabama has the upper hand. They do have a linebacker, one of the best linebackers, Anthony Jenkins. He's, I believe he has a ankle sprain, a high ankle sprain. So he's questionable, but even if he doesn't play, I can still see Alabama stopping Georgia. And as I said earlier, Nick Saban has never lost a game to one of his former assistant coaches. I don't see that changing Monday night in Atlanta. A lot of people feel like, by it being a home game for Georgia, with it being in Atlanta, but I don't think it'll really have an effect because Alabama travels really well, and Tuscaloosa is only about an hour and a half max from Atlanta. So I think it'll be pretty much like half and half in the stadium Monday night, and they'll be playing for everything on the line. Georgia does have a good defense, so I'm not sure, what they have cooked up for Jalen Hurts because he's not that great of a passing quarterback, but at the end of the day, I just feel like Alabama's defense is just too good to allow Sonny Michel and Nick Chubb to run over them. And if you stop Georgia from running the ball, you can pretty much beat them. Auburn proved that early in the season when they went to Jordan Hare Stadium. And outside of that, like I said, I would take Alabama with those giving up those 4.5 points. So that's pretty much my picks for the weekend.